What's going on, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be showing you the best method to get mats in Fortnite Save the World. The method I'm about to show you is the fastest and most efficient way to get mats. So without further ado, let's get straight into this.
If you guys want to be rich like me and save the world, all you guys gotta do is to like the video, subscribe, and join the Discord server. The link will be down in the description. We do tons of giveaways, events in there, so you guys can be rich just like me. Hope you guys enjoyed the video.
So the first thing you'll need is an Earsplitter. You can either get this by having the schematic, or if you do not have the schematic, you can go ahead and join my Discord server. There are a few crafters that are able to craft this Earsplitter. But what you'll need is these exact perks. So the first one is going to be a 120% heavy attack energy efficiency. So when you're using the heavy attack, you're going to be using less energy. And then this one, you can either have the 30% more damage or the 14% movement speed. The movement speed will help you get from building to building. You'll understand once I show you clips of how to use this Earsplitter in game. And then for the element is going to be physical to get more damage. And then the last two perks is going to be both 30% damage. So now we have the hero loadout. So you guys can pause this and just look over my commander, team perk, support team, and gadgets if that's really all you care about. But what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to explain why I'm using each of these perks. I will also put a timestamp on the screen if you guys just want to skip over to the next chapter. But we're going to be starting off with Fossil Southie. So what Fossil Southie has is a Saurian Focus Plus, and that regenerates 12 energy per second while the shield is depleted. And to make sure that shield is always depleted, we're going to be using the Blast from the Past team perk. So what this perk does is that it will remove all the shield, which will always activate this perk off Fossil Southie, but it's also going to increase the max health by 200%, and that's going to help out the Saurian Claws. So Saurian Claws is going to add 3% of the current health to the melee weapon damage. So since we already have a boosted max health of 200%, it's going to really help the Saurian Claws into putting more melee weapon damage into the Earsplitter. And now we have the Points Fury, or Pointy Fury. So we already have 120% heavy attack efficiency off the Earsplitter perks, but Pointy Fury is going to add an additional 65%. So you're going to have a total of 185 heavy attack efficiency. So you're essentially going to be using very less energy than you usually do with the heavy attack. So next we have the phase forward. So we need to get from building to building really quickly to make this more time efficient. So phase forward is really going to help with that. So it's just going to increase your movement speed by 60% for 3 seconds after using the phase shift. So that's just going to really help get from place to place. And then now we got the fuel for the fallen. So this one is a little complicated, some people say, but it's really simple. So anytime you eliminate a husk, it's going to start a 3-second duration of restoring 6 energy. So essentially after 3 seconds, you're going to be restoring 18 energy. Now within the 3 seconds, if you ever kill anything else, that's going to restart that 3 seconds. So if you just have a bunch of husk while you're doing this and you just keep killing them and killing them and killing them, it's just going to keep restarting that 3-second duration, and you're just going to be making 6 energy per second. So now we have the Saurian Vigor. So what that's going to do, it's going to heal 2.125% of the max health every 4 seconds. So Blast from the Past team perk also helps that perk out. Since it's already boosting our max health, this is going to be healing more health over time, and this just makes sure you don't have to be healing all the time. You're just getting healed off simultaneously. And then onto the gadgets. So supply drop, pretty simple. Just get 85 of each mat, just making sure you get out of there a little bit quicker. And then adrenaline rush, so anytime you're getting a little low in health, you know, you could use that. Pretty self-explanatory there. So that's the hero loadout you're going to be using for this. So now we have to pick a mission to go into. So with my personal experience, it seems a bit more efficient to go into the low levels of twine. So that's going to be from power level 76 to 94 or 108. So you want to go into missions through that range. But also, if you want to get brick, you're going to join the city. So any missions in the city. And then if you want to get metal, you're going to join industrial parks. Now you also want to look out for any missions that have a time limit, such as resupplies, eliminate collects. You got build the radars there as well. So you don't want to do any of those missions because you don't want to be on a time limit. You don't want to get cut short. Plus, I believe resupplies, the storm closes in. You don't want to be dealing with that as well. So you want to pick a mission like the Atlas, stuff like that. So we're going to be getting metal here. So we're going to be going into the fight category 3 storm. That's going to be power level 94. So let's get right into it. Alright, so we're in the mission, and
make sure to use code TXBigAlXLife in the item shop.
I also forgot to recommend this, but you can also have a 3 times movement speed Baron, so that can also help you get from place to place. So kind of see how fast I am right there, especially with that phase shift perk. But what you're going to do is you're going to find a little tower. So I found one right here, and you're going to get your Earsplitter, and then all you're going to do is use the heavy attack and do absolutely nothing. But you can see the energy in the bottom left, and it's automatically regenerated. And then you just have to hold this. That's how that is. That was about 30 seconds there, and I just got 500 metal just like that. Now that was kind of a small tower right there, but if you go into a little bit of the bigger buildings like that over there, or maybe this one for brick, then you're going to be getting a little more. So I'm actually going to drop everything I have here, and I'm going to be putting a little timer somewhere in the corner. And then it's just going to be showing you how long it takes me to get the fuck out of here. So it's going to just show you how long it takes me to get 5,000 metal. Alright, so let's get this. insane. Just for taking, I would say, I don't even know how long that took. That was one of my slower runs. I would say maybe about 10 minutes. But for you guys, it can probably be a lot quicker if you guys are better than me at this. But this is honestly the best way to get mats at the most time efficient way. So yeah, hopefully you guys